Are people gonna turn it on and be like, wow, they got old? Like, what the actual, like, who do I think I am? I start to tear up.
Honestly, I'm trying to fight back
I know,
tears.
we're just gonna cry this whole time. Maybe we should switch. That's what we're gonna do, Mira.
The big role for you that really kind of put you on the tip of all of our tongues, Mighty Aphrodite.
Hi, are you my 3 o'clock?
I want to take you back to that premiere.
Oh, wow,
in
you have that footage.
1995,
Okay,
yeah, take one
okay,
look
let's
right
see.
here.
Aw.
It's just a wonderful role, and I just feel very lucky to have it.
You know what they're saying? Possible Oscar nomination.
Oh, I can't even think that way. Thank you.
Wow, baby me.
Yes, baby you. First of all,
Wow.
the first thing, we saw you there with your dad,
Yeah.
hugging your daddy, Paul. You know, what emotions come up for you when you see the two of you there?
I start to tear up.
Yeah.
That's what's happening now. I just saw, and what I wouldn't give to hug him now, you know. It's hard to go through life without the people that you grew up loving, you know? It's very hard. I pray for him all the time, you know. I'm just miss him. I miss him. I really miss getting to tell him about things, you know, to share stuff with him. I'm sure anyone who's lost a parent understands this. All throughout high school, he'd come to every play and other parents would be like, darling, that was so amazing. And he'd be like, honey, that was very good. I just have 2 notes. And then he'd sit me down backstage in the dressing room for 2 hours and break down the entire show, beat by beat, scene by scene, everything I did wrong. But I learned very valuable lessons from it. I don't remember specifically what his notes were after seeing Mighty Aphrodite, but I knew he liked it.
Could he have notes?
Well, no, I don't think he had any negative
Yeah,
notes.
yeah.
Like at a certain point, he said, now you're done. You don't need me to coach you anymore. And that was like a big day for me, you know, and then I stopped going to him. But I went to him for advice.
Yeah.
Went to him for advice.
Well, you laughed off the possibility of an Oscar nomination there, and then what do you know? You get nominated and you win.
Mira Sorvino in Mighty Aphrodite.
I remember when they were about to say the names, trying to prepare myself to be happy no matter who won and to be gracious, you know, because it was such an honor just to be nominated.
Sure.
For me, I never thought I would win. However,
Really?
the night before, I had a dream that I should write a speech. I was not preparing to write a speech. Thank God that I did, because then I had something to say when I got up there.
When you give me this award, you honor my father, Paul Sorvino, who has taught me everything I know about acting.
Dad was never nominated for an Oscar after a stellar career spanning decades and decades, 200 films, and he did not expect me to say this. He said, I won't cry, you know, just to not pull focus, whatever. Well, he did not expect me to hand him. I was like basically passing the baton of the Oscar back to him and saying, this is really you, Dad. Like, you taught me all of this. Like, you deserve in large credit, you know, the honor for this. And he just started bawling and weeping. And that's the moment that everybody remembers from my Oscar acceptance speech. It was something that, you know, we don't always have these moments where we get to thank them.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, but the fact that you did and he knew and it just, I mean, all of it just, honestly, I'm trying to fight back
I know,
tears.
we're just gonna cry this whole time. Maybe we should switch. That's what we're gonna do, Mira.
You are a part of Hollywood royalty, but actually your path to acting started in high school.
There was a talent scout looking for girls who could horseback ride and act. And I was in all of the school plays, and I also owned a horse and was a hunter-jumper. So it was kind of like a modern day National Velvet. It was called Sylvester. They were doing this nationwide search. I ended up getting a screen test for it, and then I didn't get it, and they gave it to Melissa Gilbert, who was already very famous. Oh, boy.
Your famous last name, is it a help or a hindrance? Do you lean into it, or did you say, like, fight it a bit and I gotta make my own path this way?
There was a moment in which I wanted to change my name to my mother's maiden name, which sounded very American, Davis, right? So Mira Davis. Maybe people would think I was Gina's little sister or something. But, you know, I was proud of my family. I was proud of being Italo-American. And even though that, for a while, seemed to kind of limit what I was offered to play, like I played only people who were Italian. Once I dyed my hair blonde, weirdly, I played a much broader range of people. I then, I guess, became more like an ethnic American rather than ethnic, you know, which is, because when I have my dark hair and my dark eyes and the O at the end of my last name, it's like, okay, she's gonna play the daughter of a mobster. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Marilyn Monroe, which is one of the roles I loved of yours in Norma Jean and Marilyn.
That was such an honor. I was actually wearing her dress.
I almost felt like I had to ask for her permission to put it on.
I had it on in my trailer and I started having like a panic attack because I was like, who am I to be wearing Marilyn Monroe's dress? Like, what the actual, like, who do I think I am? And then I had this little epiphany, which was like, relax. You can never be Marilyn. There is only one Marilyn Monroe. Use this as a way to show your homage to her, like what you think you understand about her. Arthur Miller saw it and he said, who was that girl who played Marilyn? How did she understand Marilyn's pain? So that was like a big honor.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Oh yeah, Michelle, I'm so sure.
One of the movies that I think I could watch over and over again every day and never get tired of Romy and Michele. Ever get tired of it.
Yeah, no, it's a beloved duo, and I think we did strike gold with that.
Yes.
And you know, when I first read Robin Schiff's wonderful script, I started laughing out loud. And my agents at the time were like, oh no, this is too lowbrow. This isn't for your Oscar year. And I was like, but it's laugh out loud funny. And I relate to this person. And I was a geek in high school and I love the female friendship aspect of it. And it has turned out to mean so much to so many people.
Are we friends again?
Well, duh.
And then you and Lisa formed this bond. So not only did you make a cult classic, then you also found like a sister friend for life.
I love Lisa. She's just so smart and wise and hilarious and sisterly to me. You know, she's been there with some very wise counsel for me throughout the years, and there's nobody who can be as funny as she is in certain roles. I think when we were doing the hamburger scene, like at the high school with the back brace and I've got the fat suit on, and we just started cracking each other up. We just started like whispering things to each other between takes, and we would just like burst out laughing. And that was like the kind of thing that would happen like a lot.
Despite that surly demeanor, I think that we've given her a gift. Stop it.
I don't have to tell you about the collective roar that went up though when we got the news that you guys were going to come back and do another one. What can you tell us about?
Oh gosh, I just got in trouble yesterday. My agents were like, you can't say anything. And I was like, but can I say that? No, you can't say that. Well, what about that detail? No, none of it. So all I can say is that we're close.
Yeah.
Very close, I hope, to announcing like a start date and a real, you know, a real green-lit production that's happening within the next 2 quarters. We have, you know, the original cast, we have the original writer, incredible script, we've got a great director, and we've got Lisa and me as Romy and Michele again.
How has Romy changed and how has she stayed the same?
Well, I think that's part of the interesting part of it, because you want the audience to feel like, oh, she's the same Romy. At the same time, it's been, you know, 25-something years.
Sure.
Obviously, she's at a different point in life, but a little bit they're still the same people. Romy still has that existential like angst, like, wait, we're not where we should be. And she drags Michele into, you know, a kind of a quest again. But they'll be dancing, they'll be, you know, it'll be super funny. And I think you'll love them. You know, it'll be interesting to see, like, because you know, the scary thing for us is like, okay, are people gonna turn it on and be like, wow, they got old? Hopefully people will be like excited to welcome them back into their hearts. I just want the best for my boy.
Mira actually has more than 200 film and TV credits to her name, and she does advocacy work to fight human trafficking. The 58-year-old mom of 4 recently celebrated 21 years of marriage with director Chris Backus. She's currently starring in Signing Tony Raymond in theaters now, playing Mama Bear to a high school athlete who's under intense recruitment pressure.
This really strong spirit who is just not going to let anybody
mess with her kid,
talk down to her and her husband, judge them. She's going to control the chessboard. It's sort of a look beyond the headlines of what like sports are in this country, and like, you know, what really is important to families and to the young people who become the object of so much attention and so much money thrown at them. But you also get to laugh a lot, and hopefully sometimes my character's providing some of those, because I'm such a whack job.
Hilarious.